welcome back to my channel. I hate long intros, so we're going to get right into it. This episode of Stitched with Love includes a project you may have seen before. If you watched my pom-pom tutorial video, then you have seen this hat. I had to wait to post these three projects that are in this video because they were Christmas gifts, and one of the recipients is super supportive and watches all of my videos, which is very nice, but a little bit annoying for me because it's after Christmas now and you all are seeing it now. So, first up is my sister-in-law's hat. She is very supportive. When I asked her what she wanted for Christmas, she immediately said, "We all need hats. We just need hats. Just make us hats." I think niece and I would like something blue, and the boys, being her husband and nephew, would just like something plain. Whatever you come up with is perfect. And that's a lot of faith that you're putting in me, but okay. I really love the look of granny squares and the granny square stitch pattern, but I am never going to make a granny square blanket because I don't think that I could ever make a blanket big enough to be practical. It just takes too much time and I lose interest in super large projects like that. So if somebody ever gifts you a crocheted blanket, just know it took days, weeks, months, depending on how big it is. It is a huge project to take on and it takes an absolute ton of yarn. I have so much respect for people who can do huge projects like that. I just can't. So because I love the look, but I can't commit to a giant project like a granny square blanket or granny square stitch blanket, I can make hats this way. One year for Christmas, I made my sister-in-law a pizza beanie and a cabled slouchy beanie with a faux fur pom-pom. If I can find photos of those, I'll stick them here. I don't know if I took photos of them or not. I do need to make sure that I do that going forward. Originally, I wanted to do 3 or maybe 4 colors for this beanie, but the colors that I picked out, I only saw online. I ordered, and then when I got them and saw them in person, they were not quite the same, and they looked really awful together. The darker blue here in this hat is actually more of like a cerulean color in person. It looks a little muted on camera, which is probably why I thought it looked different on the website than in person. The other colors that I picked were sort of a medium blue and a navy blue, and they just didn't look good together. And it wasn't the ombre effect that I was trying to go for, so I just stuck with these two because they look the best together. Because my sister-in-law has a couple slouchy beanies already, I opted to go for a regular beanie this time, that way she has some variety. When I get towards the end of this hat, I'm going to put a few rows of single crochets around the front. I will do a couple decreases at the beginning to kind of tighten the front up so it's not as loose and it's a little bit more form-fitting since that's the style that I'm going to go for this time. After I get the front of the hat done, I'm going to make a pom-pom. That is usually my favorite part. It's super fun and it doesn't take very long. It's usually the signal that the project is almost done, which is the best, seeing things that I'm making taking their shape and being completed. I didn't follow a pattern for this. I sort of had an idea and one thing led to another, and my sister-in-law has a hat that she really likes. So that's pretty awesome. I'm very happy that she likes her hat. I don't have a photo of this because my light box broke, and I do have a replacement now, but by the time I got a replacement, this has already been given. So here, this is the photo that you get. I'm really sorry about that. Alright, next project is for my niece. I just love her so much. She was my first niece and I have watched her grow up and I just love her so much. I am so proud of her and all of her accomplishments and I think she's wonderful. And I am also really glad that she and my spawn get along so well. Okay, anyway, enough doting on my niece. My sister-in-law suggested blue or light blue for both of them. I wanted their hats to be different and have different colors or a different color scheme. I didn't want them to be exactly the same. They're two different people and they should have two different hats. I picked this Big Twist Value print yarn in the color Speckle Blues. I probably would have picked either a different yarn or a different hat pattern for my niece if I could do this over again because the speckles kind of pooled in a weird way. I had never used Big Twist Value print yarn before, so I had no idea how the print would pool. They have a bunch of different colors. They've got some speckles and some stripy yarns, and this is the only one of those that I have tried so far. I don't think that it looks bad. I just didn't know that the speckles would pool in big clumps like it did. I thought it would be more random and the speckles would be smaller and more consistently spread out throughout the hat. I am using April Draven's cabled slouchy beanie pattern for this, but instead of making it a slouchy beanie, I am going to make it just a regular beanie. My niece likes regular beanies right now, I think. I think that's the style that she's currently going with. Again, I don't have any mannequin head photos of this hat completed because my light box was broken at the time. I do have a new light box, so that's not going to be a problem going forward. Here in a few seconds, you'll see the video of the final hat and the weird color pooling. I don't know why, I just don't love that it color pooled the way that it did. I think it turned out okay, it just wasn't what I was expecting. My niece really loves it, so I can't complain about that at all. Her loving the thing that I made is a gift in itself, so even though I don't love the color pooling, she does, and that's all that matters. Last but not least, the hat for my nephew. I threw some black yarn on my 48-pin circular knitting machine. He didn't want anything fancy or complicated, just a plain beanie, so that's what he got. You'll see here there is some light blue yarn. That is the waist yarn, so I can close the top of the beanie properly to do an X closure. And the other end will just be cinched closed, and that will be the inside. Beanies made from the circular knitting machine are mostly double layered. There is a way to make them single layered, but I don't actually know how to do that. And I do like the double layered look. I think it's super clean having the knit side of the tube on both the inside and the outside part of the hat. So once I have the top closed properly, I will take the waist yarn out of the hat, which is pretty satisfying to watch. After that, I will sew the top into an X, cinch the other end, then fold the hat into itself so it's double layered, and then I'll sew the tops together so it doesn't come apart. This beanie is just a plain black hat. There isn't anything complicated about it. When my nephew opened it, he put it on and didn't take it off, and I'm really glad that he likes it. I was worried that he wouldn't like it as much since it's so plain, but he thought it was great, and that makes me happy. Let me know down in the comments which hat was your favorite. Now that we're at the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you watching my video and listening to me talk about yarn and hats and other fiber art things. If you like this video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more. And if you'd like to be notified when I upload next, hit the bell. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!